Hello, my name is Geogen and welcome back to Armoured Warfare. Today, two new things for the channel. Firstly, Challenger 2, as you can see I'm playing it, Tier 9 MBT, British MBT, and secondly, probably of more interest, is the new map, Coastal Threat, as part of the 0.13 update. I think this map is quite good. It has a lot of diverse areas. It has the main town area and the C and D lines. It has the area I'm in now, which is very mountainous and hilly, good for armoured fighting vehicles, and I don't know if that's in euros maybe. That's in euros, it's pretty cheap. Anyway, the south and the north, A and J, have, well, it's in the I and J area as well, but the north and south of the map have a road or a railway which allows vehicles to travel through the map very quickly. More so in the north because there isn't any water in the north. And the interesting thing about this map is the fact it has water in it doesn't really impact it as much as Port Storm. Port Storm has a lot of water in it, but it kind of makes the map very cut off. You can only use 3/4 of the map because a core of it is water, as opposed to this where the water is in the middle, but you can still flank all the way round in a full circle if you really wanted to. But I'm not really going to talk about it too much other than the fact that it is a nice looking map. I think the art team and the map map designers have done a good job. I don't know about artillery, how well it does, but I assume you have to find an area of flat land where you can, or high flat land where you can get a good trajectory over the buildings. But enough of that. We're going to talk about the Challenger 2, as it's probably a vehicle a lot of you have heard of and are probably interested in acquiring. So there's my opposing number, another Challenger 2, and it is highlighting the fact that, like many, well in fact all vehicles, the rear armour is worse. So penetrating 2 shots into the back of him is not bad. B1 Draco has absolutely bugger all armour, but it is a very nice vehicle in PvE. So we managed to get 1 shot into him, second shot goes a bit low. Now, fighting a Challenger 2 from the front would be painful with the penetration of the Challenger 2, but you know, we get team damage by our own artillery, but he does take him down. That guy isn't going anywhere, however, and we take him down. 611 is quite a high roll for this ammunition. The gun has a good rate of fire, 7.5 second reload time, but it only fires armor piercing and HESH because that's the British thing. There's no heat and there's no ATGMs like the Leopards or the T90 MS. C1 area has very poor rear armor, and getting those good engine shots ensures we do some good damage. Gun depression of -9 degrees is not bad. Turret traverse is somewhat slow, but it isn't as slow as you might have expected for something like this. Firing on the move there, we do unfortunately mess the shot up again, and this T90 MS is heading away from us, but we messed the shot up once again. Side armor is not brilliant. You must angle effectively, but not show too much of your side. A flat side angle will be easily penetrated by something like an M1128. But the tank, I don't think I've actually mentioned, has very poor penetration for the tier and the class. 518, which is worse than that of the Ariete, which this tank follows. So you have the worst penetration and you have some of the best armor. You don't have the best mobility, but in a straight line you can see we're at 37, 38, almost 40 kilometers an hour. We're going to reach it, probably not. We lose a lot of speed there in hitting the lamppost, but the armor on the Challenger 2 is very good. There is a weakness on the front, however. if you're in a T9 EMS, if you're in a Leo 2A6, you can easily penetrate the front driver's viewport if you get a flat angle line. If the Challenger 2 is angled, he will be able to absorb your fire, but the flat nature of the armor of the viewport is its unfortunate weakness. You can also be penetrated in the cupola on top of the turret, but other than that, the frontal weaknesses are very, very slim. You have a lot of ERA covering the front of the vehicle. You have a good chance, therefore, of absorbing ATGM fire, and heat fire will be completely ineffective for the most part. You have a lot of cage armor as well, but fighting a T9 EMS with this penetration, like I said, is not brilliant at all. So, the way we deal with T9 EMSs, ladies and gentlemen, is we get right up in their grill and we fire into their driver's port. You see it went green there and we did a critical hit. Shooting there will hit the turret controls. As you can see, we damaged it on the first shot, and the second shot knocks him out, or knocks his turret traverse out. So if we keep bullying him, keep pushing him forward, he can't do bugger all, and he goes down. And you look at the chat on the left there, idiots! Even though we just won, I didn't actually see what happened to that striker. But anyway, 12 shots fired, 6,000 damage, and a quick look at the map Coastal Threat. We didn't see the north, we didn't see everything that there is to offer in the town, but most of the fighting doesn't seem to happen in the town, to be honest, from my experience. But anyway, 19,000 reputation, 360,000 credits, 6,500 damage done, 5,200 base experience, which is a substantial leap over the T9 MS below us, although we did spot 10 vehicles. We only blocked 1,700 damage, but regardless, that was some Challenger 2 gameplay. Tell me your thoughts on the video, hopefully you enjoyed it, and as always, I've been Geogen, and I'll see you chaps and chapettes in the next one.